All right, guys, good morning. We are kicking off week 4 of our VIP challenge. Can you believe it? It's already been 4 weeks. I have been watching and just been so thrilled at each and every one of you and what you have been accomplishing and what you have been growing and even stepping out of your comfort zone and doing stuff you probably never thought you were going to do. So love what we're seeing so far. Already into week 4. This week, we're going to talk to you about compliance. We're going to cover some topics, we're going to answer your questions, and we're going to show you just how easy it is to understand, to find all this information, and to be able to share your business and share Plexus compliantly. So I'm going to start off with talking to you about why compliance is and why it's so important, okay? The first thing is we're regulated. We are not approved by the FDA because we are not medicine or drugs. We fall under food guidelines or dietary guidelines. So the FDA, who monitors that, is someone that watches and monitors us and makes sure that we don't make outrageous claims or any types of things that we're saying about our products that can be misleading or may not be as accurate. So the FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. They are the ones that monitors this. Now the FTC is who monitors the advertising of such products. So the FTC watches advertising really for anyone, but they also monitor what we're doing as well. The FDA tells us, hey, what claims we can make our products, what we can put on the labels, how we can manufacture them, and even what information that we need to provide when we make that claim. So when we refer to a claim, now let me just clarify that. We refer to a claim, that means an advertisement, a testimony, a post, a share, a statement. That's a claim. So one word can really encompass all of that. Now, the FTC regulates all the advertising, newspaper ads, social media ads. So their rules are really simple. There's 3 criteria that the FTC says, and it is be truthful, don't be misleading, and if you make a claim, it must be scientifically substantiated. Now, we're lucky. We've got people at corporate. Chris Reed, he's a lawyer. He has 34 years of experience, and he came on board with Plexus. He is monitoring this and following up with this. And you're going to see some videos from him this week as well. 24 of his 34-year experience is in direct sales. So it's really great. I feel confident that Plexus, again, is going to stay ahead of the game. They're going to do what it takes to make this the legacy company. He's just a perfect example of that. So we're going to talk about the basics of compliance, and I'm just really going to give you a very brief overview of that because here's the beauty of this. We now have, via Chris Reed, the Plexus Way emails. Every single one of them is loaded into your back office. Go under Tools and Library, and you'll be able to see them. These are a great way for you to keep track of what it is that we're doing. You know, remember there used to be no promotions and specials that you could do publicly. Well, now there can. So make sure that you stay up to date with your Plexus Way emails. They are emailed to you and then loaded into your back office as well. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is just a quick checklist about compliance and what you can and can't do. A lot of you are very familiar with these terms, but some of you brand new ones, we want to kind of bring you back to this to let you see of what we can and can't do. Now, when I talk about why compliance is so important, and we talked about the FTC and the FDA and what they do, is if we do not take this responsibility of sharing compliantly, they can shut us down. I want my Plexus to be here for a very long time. So for me, these rules and these regulations, you know, they don't limit me. They reassure me that my company is going to do what it takes to be around for the long haul. So just a reminder for that. Some things may be limiting. We all know how great our products are, and we probably know, if not ourselves, some of the great things it's done for us, but that we probably can't say publicly, right? Well, that's, again, protecting our legacy company. Share them privately. Tell them in conversations with your friends and family. Speak highly of everything that's going on with Plexus, but just remember about these compliant rules and what you can and cannot say. So let me give you just a checklist of kind of the norms on what it is. Number 1, do not mention disease names. We are not marketed as a drug. Remember, we're that food and nutritional supplement, so therefore we can't associate Plexus with a disease or a treatment of a disease. That's why, okay? Make sure you don't put your disease names in hashtags. Make sure that you watch any kind of testimonies that you're sharing that may have disease names. Those are not compliant. Now, we all know you can Google it on Facebook and probably find those non-compliant things. You know what I do? I actually save them and share them privately. Next, never make a medical claim. Plexus has not been scientifically proven to treat a disease. Remember, it's not a drug. So it may have helped with that particular disease, and you may have that personal testimony, but since it's not scientifically substantiated, we cannot claim it in a testimony. So Deborah, what can we claim in our testimonies? Go to the website. Read what is on the website. BioCleanse says relieves occasional constipation. You can say that. It's on the website. Now, and do know that those websites get updated a lot. So make sure you check back with them periodically so you can see if there's been any changes. Now, we cannot post prices of our products. Even people that comment and say, how much is it? Your response need to be, I'll PM you with that information. Because we know, sooner or later somebody's going to do that. They're going to say, how much is it? So make sure that you PM the details to them. We also have price lists all over the place in our back office, and even in Keeping It Slim. It's a great graphics too on each product. Share them privately. Our catalogs have prices in them. That's a great way to share and show everybody the prices as well. The digital brochure as well as the one in writing. But something that you should not do as far as prices is exclaim them in a post, have them written in a comment. Now, one of the guidelines they did say that because, and I think they've been updated since then, is if the samples had a price printed on them, they were allowed because they were on the product. But I think they've now since been updated, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, when you're sharing a testimony, don't add to it. Testimonies are stories that are really just ready to be shared. Don't add things like, do you have diabetes? Do you suffer from anxiety? Or some say the name of the disease and then in Plexus. Want these results, okay? That is making a medical claim. All right. Do not post your website address on any type of testimony. You're then transforming